everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
So I just walked out on a man in the middle of our workout at the gym because he tried to play in my face. Now, to give you a little backstory, this man has been following me. I met him once a while ago. He's been following me. I made a post about needing to get back in the gym and how I'm being inconsistent. He was like, I can help you. I took him up on the offer. He's cool. I was like, okay, cool. Let's just be gym buddies. That's it. Like, I need somebody to hold me accountable, and that's fine. So we did go work out. Everything was cool. The first time we worked out, it was good. I was like, hey, you want to do this again? Like, it was cool. Now, after the workout session, he did express romantic interest. Do I know that men are attracted to me? Yes. I'm not stupid doodle dumb. But does that mean I'm about to be with you, date you? No, we're just doing the gym thing. I very much keep men at an arm's length and a distance at all times. But he was like, you know, if you ever want to go on a date, I am feeling you. I was like, I know you were attracted to me because, again, I'm not stupid. But I'm like, let's do the gym thing. I think this is good. I'm not really looking to, date right now. We're just going to be gym buddies. So we're in the gym today, right? We're doing our workout. Everything's going well. And then there was this woman that approached him. So I don't say nothing. I just kind of looked at her. Now, she did look my way, and she was like, hey, I saw you. And I was like, oh, my God, that's my dad. Turns out the woman is his daughter. Now, we had just talked about the daughter. I think the first time we worked out, we talked about the daughter. So I'm familiar with her. She's not familiar with me, right? So they're having about a 3-minute conversation. They chopping it up, as they should. But at no point during this conversation did he even look over to me, or did he even say, oh, hey, that's my friend Sheila. We're working out. Simple. We're gym buddies. All you could have did was introduce me. But you didn't. So she walks away, and he kind of seems like we're about to continue this workout. To which I got off the machine, and I was like, yeah, I'm uncomfortable with that. I felt very unseen. Like, we're platonic friends, and you could have just introduced me. Now, you did express romantic interest, and with you having romantic interest, you should have for sure introduced me. Which lets me know, like, are you hiding something? You ashamed of me? Because I'm that girl. What you got to be ashamed of? What you hiding me for? I can't be hidden. I show up too big. I thought about interjecting myself, but why would I do that? This is your daughter. You two were having a conversation. You could have just simply turned to me and said, hey, this is Sheila. This is so-and-so. So it lets me know you're not ready for me. If we were to date, you're not the type of man that I need you to be. Because if you expressed a little romantic interest in me, there was no way that you shouldn't have introduced me to your daughter. You're not trying to for whatever reasons. I don't have time to figure out why. I don't care of the reason why. I'm gone. Because you asked me to be here. You reached out to me. You were like, hey, I'm adamant about working out with you. If it was platonic, it could have been an introduction. Either way, I don't play that game. So I left. It looks like I will be going back to work out by myself. But I'm like, if you couldn't stand up and be a man and be a leader and just introduce in the friend stage, there's no future with us. And if it really were friends, if we truly were friends, you could have introduced me. So I don't know what the game is, but I'm not here to play it. So I just...
Okay, so what to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video, back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. Hey, man, shout out to everybody who follows me on Twitch. We going in live. If you want to check out the live videos, follow me on Twitch, and then we chop it up on YouTube about these videos. But we can also chop it up in the comment section. All right. Now this situation is kind of crazy. In the comments, they're saying this is rage bait, but I'm not sure if it's rage bait or just not a good take on life. And if you don't want to date anybody, and if you don't have if she says she didn't feel like dating, so if the guy is showing romantic interest in you and you don't want to date him, then you shouldn't be worried that he didn't introduce you to his daughter. But I see introducing someone is perfect. Like, I was at the mall. Man, I was at the mall today, 2 days ago, and I was seeing all my friends and stuff like that. And I'd be like, this is my friend so-and-so. This is my daughter. And I met my friend today. We introduced our daughters together. And my friend and his wife, we all friends. I met his wife. We went to school together in middle school, at one school, and I went to another school with him. Like, I went to a bunch of schools. But that is like, that's how those interactions go, you know. But you know, sometimes this is why I say I said in this comment, I said he forgot her name, because sometimes I be forgetting people's names, and I'm not good with names. So when I go out and I'm with someone and I run into somebody and I be like, oh yeah, this is, man, literally one day I was on a date and I forgot the girl's name. I forgot her name. And I don't remember how I remembered her name, but in the moment when I needed to introduce her to somebody, I said, this is my date. And then she was like, hi, my name is so and so. That's how I figured out her name. That's hilarious. But at the end of the day, hey, if I don't remember your name, then 9 times out of 10, it won't work out. It's above me now. And Kenson says he didn't have to do it because they're only gym partners. I agree. They only gym partners. You shouldn't stop going to the gym with somebody if you don't want to be romantically involved in them, because you already made your mind up, and now that just sealed the deal. But why would you have to stop going to the gym because of whatever? And a minute with me, she says his daughter doesn't need to know that lady because they're not dating. That's true too. Well, I wouldn't. Okay, this is the only thing I think of. If they were together and they looked like they were together, like I introduced my friend Bo introduced me to his wife. Or his girlfriend. I introduced my daughter. I was like, this is my dog. Like, this is my real dog. Like, we go back like man, I could tell y'all stories about the stuff we used to do. I think the statute of limitations um, is up now on the things we used to do, but we used to hit big licks. He can't get in trouble for it no more, even if he told it, because he got caught. But it's stupid how he got caught, because we was telling him to watch out for these fools, and he got caught. And they snitched on him. But man, we had the biggest plug in America. There was a point in time pre-fentanyl that if you was getting a certain pharmaceutical item, if you was getting it, you was probably getting it from us. There's a big chance if you was in Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Arizona, it's a big chance y'all was getting this certain pharmaceutical from us. So, and we eventually got caught. And I remember one time, like, the post office was like, because we was getting them through the mail, the post office was like, yeah, we got your package, we need you to come pick it up. I said, okay, I'll be there. First of all, how did they get my number? I'm not going up there. Didn't go. Then the package was returned to sender. It was returned. So I was like, damn, I could have went and got my shit for real, for real. They just wanted me to come pick it up. I guess because I was getting it shipped to an apartment building, and the box was bigger than what they could put into the mailbox. So instead of them re-delivering it and letting me meet them, they just told me to come pick it up. I thought it was a setup. But anyway, my friend, he ended up getting set up. But I say all that to say this. I introduced my kid to all my friends. My kid always says, Daddy, you know everybody. Daddy, you know everybody. Yeah, so whenever you go somewhere, you ask them, do they know your daddy? And So, but in her situation, she didn't need to meet nobody.
I've been experiencing what it's like to have power, and yet I'm still not a whore. I'm still not abusing my power.
Alright, so she coaches women to have high standards when it comes to dating. She's another Shara 7. Shara 7? Get out of here.
And this is why I'm not falling for the whole women have to settle and women can't have it all.
I'm not listening to this. I'm not listening to a 6 who's not married. That's just a fact. I'm not listening to a 6 who's not married. You know? Why am I listening to a 6 that's not married? On dating. Dating, are you just talking about dating, or are you going to eventually get into a relationship and get married? So stop listening to women who are dating and start listening to women who are married. When you are single and a married woman comes to you and tells you some business, don't get advice from single women. If a single woman goes to a married woman and asks for advice, yes, you can give that advice. But a single woman should never give love advice to a married woman. Single women should not give out any advice to get into a relationship. You're single for a reason. And they be like, I have high standards. I'm not just putting up with anything. Well, ma'am, you're going to have to put up with something. You don't have to put up with the bare minimum. You don't have to put up with the struggle. You don't have to put up with abuse. You don't have to put up with cheating. But somewhere down the line, that man is not perfect. And if you waiting on the perfect man to come around and swoop you off your feet as a strong 6, you are totally mistaken. Listen, if she was a 9, or a 9.5, she wouldn't have no problem finding a man that'll give her the standards that she wants. Her problem is that she's a strong 6. And there's really nothing wrong with being a strong 6. But what it is you got to find a man that's going to value you. A man that'll value you, probably be a little big, probably, be halfway in shape, dressed nice, got the bag, and will get you. But instead, you want to get a man to pay for it, and you're not even a high 7. It is what it is. Shout out to this lady. I mean, kind of crazy, right? What if you previously been married but no longer married? You cannot give relationship advice to a married woman. You're single. If you've been in a relationship before, you can give relationship advice because it's common sense. No, common sense is common sense. Relationship advice is not common sense. And I agree to disagree, because you can give relationship advice. I give relationship advice, but my advice to somebody who's in a relationship is, man, why you putting up with that shit? You mean you let her do what? Hell no. I'll be cheating right now. Boom. No, that's just me. But what I'm saying is, okay, if you've been in a marriage before, you can say, hey, man, I've been there before. I done this. But now it's up to you. You know what's right, what's best. But guess what? If you make the wrong decision, don't live with regrets. Live with the consequences of it. People tend to live with regret, but when really you need to live with the consequences of your actions in that relationship.